In today's video, I'm going to go over the chord progressions that you need to know for Student Day Level 6. So let's start with the major chord progressions. We need to know them in two keys, just two, which is kind of nice, A flat and D flat, the same keys that our major scales are in. And there's two different versions of the chord progression that we're going to learn. So two keys, two versions. The biggest difference between the chord progressions we usually practice and what we need to do for Student Day is that your left hand is not playing the chord, your left hand is just playing the bass note. So let's start with our easiest one, I think. We're gonna do 1, 4, 1, 6, 4, which is an inversion of 1. It's this one chord, but the root note is different. 5, 7, and 1. So let's look in A flat, for example. So your left hand is literally playing the note that the chord is built on. 1, 4, 1, 6, 4 is actually a 1 chord with the 5th in the bass. So 1, 4, 1, 6, 4, 5, 7, 1. That's what your left hand's doing. Easiest thing ever for the left hand. Your right hand, we're going to use the common tone. So we're going to start with our root position here. Reach up for your 4, back to your 1, 5, 7, 1. So for 1, 6, 4 in the right hand, you're just playing root position. The difference is only in the bass note. So here's that hands together. Oops. Took a tumble there, didn't it? So it's 1, 4, 1, 6, 4, change the bass note, 5, 7, 1. So there's A flat. We'll do the same thing in D flat now. So it's 1, 4, 1, 6, 4, 5, 7, 1. And that's how they'll ask for it, the 1, 4, 1, 6, 4, 5, 7, 1 chord progression. So I'll talk briefly about 1, 6, 4, what that means. Here's what it actually looks like right here. Roman numeral 1 and then the letters 6 and 4. So the numbers, not letters, whoa. Similarly to the 5, 7, that little 7 is telling you the interval, right? So your 5 chord in D flat is A flat. That 7 is indicating this interval. So same thing with the 6 and the 4, that's indicating the intervals that are created when you invert the chord. Right now it's all thirds. First inversion is going to be, what do you call it? 6, 3, because this is a 6th, this is a 3rd. The intervals are always related to the bass note. And one more, which is with the 5th note in the bass. We still have a 6th here, but now we have a 4th here. So that's where the 6, 4 comes from. It means second inversion. So, all right, those are the 1, 4, 1, 6, 4, 5, 7, 2 chord progression. You also need to know 1, 4, minor 2, 5, 7, 1. And I will say in your packet, they have these written out in the key of A flat for you. So here's the one we just did in the middle right here. 1, 4, 1, 6, 4, 5, 7, 1. And now we'll look at this one. So we'll start with we'll go back to A flat. 1, 4, 2, 5, 7, 1. Just the bass notes. Meanwhile, right hand, the 2 chord is actually, the minor 2 is in root position. So your 1 chord, you reach up those top 2 notes for your 4 chord. Those stay the same and only the root note changes to get to the minor 2. Then it's a jump to 5, 7. So you do have to be very comfortable with your 5, 7 so you can jump there. And here's what that sounds like in A flat. 1, 4, minor 2, 5, 7, 1. Doesn't that sound so nice? And we'll do D flat real quick. Left hand, 1, 4, 2, 5, 7, 1. Right hand, it's going to feel just like it does for A flat. Root position, reach up, thumb moves only, jump to your 5, 7. You got to shift there. So when you make it to the minor 2, it's quite a shift to get from minor 2 to 5, 7. You may have to practice that extra. And again, here is what that sounds like. our minor keys, these are the relative minors for these two majors. So A flat, the relative minor is F minor. D flat, the relative minor is B flat minor. So we're gonna know 2 chord progressions in major for each of our major keys, and only 1 chord progression in minor for our minor keys. So this is just the 1, 4, 1, 6, 4, 5, 7, 1. They've got a demonstration of that here in F minor. Same thing where the 1, 6, 4, the only difference is the left hand note has changed to the 5th. And so let's go over that. So 1, 4, 1, 6, 4, 5, 7, 1. We will change the, so in the key of A flat, right? For our F minor, we have an E flat. However, from the harmonic scale, we change that 7th note and raise it. We will change that for a major 5/7 chord. So, it's basically like the chord progression we usually do. The only difference is the left hand note. So here's that all together. And we'll go over B flat minor as well. So this one might feel a little odd. 1, 4, 2, 5. So the left hand, 1, 4, 2, 5. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm playing the wrong thing. Whoa, that's the 1, 4, 2. We're doing the 1, 4, 5. There we go. 1, 4, 1, 6, 4, 5, 7, 1. Okay, scrap what I did earlier. So sorry. And then meanwhile, the right hand. So your minor root position chord, reach up, back to 1, your 5, 7, and back to 1. So one thing to think about with the chord changes there, I like to think of the intervals sometimes. So that top note is only going up a half step, while the middle's going a whole step. Back to 1. And then same note from this chord, right? That middle note is the same from my 4 chord to my 5, 7. And this is a half step change to 5, 7. So this is what that sounds like together. Okay, hopefully this is a helpful reference for you. You have 3 of these written out for you in your packet. The A flat 2 major versions are written out, and the F minor one is written out. So all you need to know that's not written there is the D flat major 2 versions and the B flat minor. So I played them for you, and hopefully they will be fairly comfortable and easy for you to work on. It's only 4 keys, 2 major, 2 minor. So I don't think it's terribly hard. But if you have any questions, you know how to reach me.